Hi, so today I am a little bit to the side because I'm going to do I guess, judging new makeup releases video. This is like my favorite kind of video to watch. I see people do this a lot. I just find it really fascinating to see people's opinions on the products that are coming out. I love following Instagram accounts who talk about all the new products that are going to be released. So I thought it would be fun to do my opinion on some of the new releases. So I have Trendmood open in front of me, which is obviously like one of the main accounts that people follow for makeup news and new releases and everything. So I'm going to just go through some of the recent posts that are of interest. Some of the brands I don't know about, some of them I have no interest in. So I'm just going to mention some products. I'm just going to be looking down because I have my laptop open with Trendmood on it because I'm filming on my phone. I'm going to just go through some things, see what strikes my interest and give you a brief opinion, which is just like take it with a pinch of salt. I probably am not going to buy most of these things, but I always like to know what's coming out anyway, so I find it interesting. The thing that made me want to do this video is during the week on Trendmood, it was announced that they're bringing back the original Naked palette. This is so funny. I mentioned it on Instagram and I had so many DMs and messages from people saying that they still have their original palette and I wish I'd kept mine. Even just like not necessarily to use, but even just for like nostalgia's sake, I wish I'd kept it. I know that my mom, I think, has my sister's because my sister gave it to my mom and I think she still has it. So I kind of want to get that off her, and if I do manage to get the new Naked palette, I will compare them because I'm just curious, because I know that they're vegan now, so the formula is going to be different no matter what. I'm really curious about this. It says it's going to be available August 4th in Ulta. I don't know when it's going to be available here. I assume it will be because generally most Urban Decay launches are like a worldwide thing. It's so funny. Like I bought this in, I think it was released in 2010 and I bought it in 2011, and I actually have a YouTube video that is privated because like no one needs to see that, but it's like a YouTube review of the original Naked palette from June of 2011, and I actually used the original Naked palette on my sister on her wedding day because I did her makeup. But it's just so funny that they're bringing this back because I think when they said they were going to discontinue it, everyone was kind of like, why? Like, it's the original Naked palette. I don't actually know if they still have the 2 and 3. I don't think they do. I think they might have. Urban Decay are terrible for discontinuing things and doing limited edition. It really annoys me. It really annoys me when any brand does it, but I just feel like some brands are really prone to discontinuing products and full lines and reformulating again and again. Now I'm happy that they are now vegan because I have an allergy to carmine, which is a pigment that comes from an insect, I think, but I am allergic to it, I think. So I just use vegan eye products for the most part. So I am curious to see what this is like. The swatches are terrible. I'm going to put some, that's why I've moved to the side. I'm going to put some images here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about as I'm chatting about these products. But the swatches are just so bad. They look so fake, like computer generated. They're not real at all. And they don't, to me, like if the palette is what it was back then, those swatches do not do it justice. So the swatches are just atrocious, as are most swatches nowadays. Yeah, really just not great, and that would not make me want to buy the palette. If this was a new release from Urban Decay, like it hadn't been ever released before, I don't think it would really interest me, but I still think that it's such a great palette and the formulas were great, had such a nice combination of shades, and it was very easy to get like a few different looks. They had the kind of more cool blue shades and then the kind of golds and bronzes, and then those kind of more the lighter shades, a mixture of matte and shimmers. So I really I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. I kind of wish they had updated the packaging. It looks like it's the same packaging. I'm just looking here and it looks like it's the same, that velvet packaging, which was, I mean, it wasn't the worst, but it just wasn't like the best either. I kind of wish they had done it in like a tin the way they had the other ones, or like a plastic. Although I suppose maybe it's cardboard, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to be a bit more sustainable. Yeah, I'm just so curious about this. I'm interested to see like a new generation discover the original Naked palette, because obviously there are people who have like become content creators and who have become teenagers and adults and gotten into makeup since this was discontinued. So it's really interesting to see the kind of younger generation are going to think of this. I'm very curious. And when I saw that during the week, I was like, okay, I have to do a like, new makeup releases video, because it's just so fascinating to me that they're bringing that back. And I do think it's a good call, because I think anybody who used that palette originally will want to try it again if they don't still have it. And the amount of people who sent me DMs to say that they still have and use their original Naked palette. I can't remember when they discontinued it, but like I'm sure some people bought it just before it was discontinued, so it's maybe not 14 years old, but yeah, I don't think I'd feel comfortable using a palette that was that old. If it looks fine and it smells fine, then why not? It's very sustainable to continue to use a makeup product for that long. But yeah, I'm so curious to see what this is like, you know, especially having bought it and reviewed it when I was, when was that? That was 12 years ago. So I would have been like 24, 25. So yeah, very, very curious about that one. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the new Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize Volume Mascara. The first thing I thought when I saw this is bourgeois. Like, that's bourgeois. That is drugstore packaging. It's not, I mean, look, not every high-end brand has to have like a luxury looking mascara. I think it's hard to do a luxury looking mascara, but it just looks like the, I think it's the Bourjois like Volume Glamour or something. That's what it looks like to me. And it's so funny because I always like to look at the comments on Trend Mood, because I just think it's so interesting and people are always so funny. And one of the first comments I saw was from someone I follow, Hannah Johnson. She actually, if you don't follow her, she's really she does really unique videos and content on Instagram and TikTok. Her comment was, "Baby, that's a bourgeois mascara," and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one who thought that. And that's what I love about the comments on Trend Mood. There's always going to be people who think the same things as you, and it's so funny. Like, some of the comments just like are so ruthless, but it's hilarious. So this mascara, packaging aside, okay, because the packaging is not necessarily like a huge thing. It's fine, the packaging is fine. It's a curved brush, it looks like a bristle brush, but the swatches are so bad. I do understand that for mascara campaigns they are probably like really curling lashes and putting on loads of coats and trying to like make the most of the mascara, but I just don't think that it looks good on any of the three models in the photos. I think it looks so clumpy and like spider's legs. I just don't like how it looks, and I'm sure, you know, it's probably a fine mascara. I'm sure it's nice. I actually did really like the Pillow Talk mascara. I only tried a travel size version of it. My friend actually got it for me and I really liked the formula, but it just flaked a lot on me, so it just wasn't something that I was going to repurchase for that price. And I'm sure this will be expensive as well, probably like 30-35 euro, I'd say. It looks like bourgeois, and that's not a bad thing, but I just think like for the price I would have liked something different. I also think the name Exaggerize, I'm like, you know, for the price I feel like just have a normal name. Yeah, it's the photos for me, they just don't make it look appealing. They look like so much volume and not in a good way, and it makes the lashes look very like crispy and thick, but just not smooth. Like, they just don't look great to me. I mean, I haven't bought a Charlotte Tilbury product in like 5 years, if I'm honest. 5 years. I think it was like 2019 the last time I bought a Charlotte Tilbury product, so I definitely am not going to be buying this. I am curious to see what people think. one of the things that I hate is like mascara campaigns that are just a bit deceptive. Like I know that they can't do individuals and fake lashes and like lash inserts anymore. I do think a lot of mascara campaigns can be misleading. Using a curler for a mascara campaign, I wouldn't really agree with that, because I just feel like not everyone curls their lashes, not everyone wants to curl their lashes, and I want to see what the mascara does on its own without you curling your lashes first. And anytime I am doing a mascara application video, I won't curl my lashes, because I will curl my lashes every day when I'm using the product, but for the sake of an application video, I want people to be able to see what the mascara does alone without using a curler first. So clearly a curler has been used, because the lashes are literally like straight up, which is not how mascaras normally look on eyelashes. So, and I don't really like that, you know, straight up, you know, that kind of when you curl your lashes and it kind of bends it like right at the root of the lashes. I like a kind of more curled effect. This is not going to be for me, probably. But I will be interested to see what people think, especially with Charlotte Tilbury products. I feel like, you know, everyone wants to try Charlotte Tilbury products. I am curious to see what people think and if people actually buy this, because I know a lot of people love the Pillow Talk mascara, so I'm sure people are going to be interested in this, but it's just not really for me. Okay, I wanted to talk about this one quickly, because I don't know if this is like completely new or it's, well, it basically says it's Celine Beauty or Beauté is expanding their cosmetic line. I wasn't aware that they had a cosmetic line. Maybe I was and I just didn't think about it, because I don't know, they're probably expensive and I don't think I would be interested in buying them. They're apparently expanding their cosmetics line with lipsticks, palette, a leather lip case, mirrors, tinted lip balms, mascara, face powder, eyeliners, eye pencil, nail polish. So it seems like they're launching a lot of products. Maybe they have a few, I don't know. I wasn't aware that Celine had a beauty brand. But what I will say is I do like the look of these. I think that the packaging is really, well, it's obviously quite vintage inspired. It's quite expensive looking with the leather and gold and everything. I'm not going to be buying this, but I am curious to see what people think, obviously, because it's probably an expensive brand and the packaging is very vintage and quite luxurious looking. So I'm curious to see, and it looks like products that I would like, because it's, you know, a lot of red lipsticks and gold packaging, and yeah, it's something that I would be curious to see it in person. I can't really see anyone that I follow buying these to try them, but I am curious to see what people think, purely because I'm sure it's quite a high price point. It doesn't say what it is. Will be available select products October and more in January 2025. So that's a long way away, so I don't know. Something else that I just wanted to quickly comment on is I don't really know this brand, I've heard of them, but I don't know their products, is Naked Sundays. It's a 2-in-1 non-nano mineral sunscreen foundation tint with SPF 50. I'm not the biggest fan of these products. I think that I don't want to apply the amount of product I would need to protect my face in a tinted product, because it's just gonna kind of go everywhere unless you do it in layers. I just don't like those kind of products. I just prefer my sunscreen to be sunscreen and my makeup to be makeup. I mean, it's always good to have a little bit of extra sun protection in your foundation, and for some people that's probably all they're gonna wear. Yeah, it's not a product that appeals to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 shades in this, and it looks quite evenly distributed. It doesn't skew in one direction, so that's good to see, but it's just not something that's going to appeal to me, and I don't really know much about the brand, so I guess that was kind of pointless. Anyway, SheGlam powder, 2-in-1 setting powder. On top you'll find a silky moisturizing pressed powder that's uniquely made to lock in blah 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 blah, and then on the bottom is like loose powder, lavender for brightness. I have no idea what SheGlam is. I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. And this is, to me, this is actually a good idea. I don't know if I've ever seen this, like a pressed powder and a loose powder in the one packaging. I do think it's a good idea, because you can use the different formulas for different things. So I do think that that's a good idea. A lavender powder, I don't know. It's not, I don't think that that's something that is for me, but yeah, I don't know. SheGlam, if you know about SheGlam, if you tried any other products, let me know. Sabrina Carpenter is releasing a perfume, and actually I'm wearing a Sabrina Carpenter makeup look that I did for Instagram. I will be posting that soon. This will probably go up after I've posted the makeup look. It has a bubbly feel like a Cherry Cosmo or a Shirley Temple. Cherry Baby. I mean, get it, girl. Cherry perfume doesn't really sound like something I would like, but it makes sense, I suppose, for her to go into perfume. This is the one I wanted to talk about. It's Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint, another skin tint. This is what kind of a lot of brands are coming out with now. This has 6 shades, and I don't understand why. I'm like, 6 shades in a base product. I just don't understand it. So I just wouldn't have any interest in trying this, because I've actually never tried anything from Sigma, but I wouldn't be inclined to want to try this because there are only 6 shades. And I just think, I know it's a tint and you can get away with kind of going in either direction when there's less pigment in the product. I just think you could have done more, at least 10 or 15. It's just not. This is so cute. This is, my daughter would love this. It's Spectrum. I mean, Spectrum do a lot of like IP products and a lot of Disney products, but this is Spectrum and Mickey Mouse, and it's like a breakfast buddies collection, and there's like a little egg carton with loads of mini sponges in it. What is that? It's like a brush set, and 8-piece brush set, a 6-piece sponge set, a makeup bag, and that's it. That is so cute. Oh my god. If I had those, my daughter would just want to take them all on me. She already bit into one of my makeup sponges the other day, so I won't be buying that, but it's very cute. I mean, look, IP stuff is just always a bit kind of like, but that is cute. What is this? Looks like blush. Nude sticks. No. I have no interest in nude sticks. I just have no interest in the brand. I know that they have had certain controversies, shall we say. Look, you can look into it yourself. I know people love nude sticks, but I just have zero interest in trying them. Just some brands I just have no interest in trying. Okay, this is something that I'm really interested in. And the reason is it's quite refreshing to see. It is the new NARS Explicit Refillable Satin Lipstick. I could be just talking out of my arse here, but I think this is their replacement for their Audacious line, if I'm correct. I think I've only tried one shade from the Audacious line. I thought it was a lovely formula. I had a red that was like a limited edition Christmas one from their Studio 54 collection. It was lovely. I've also tried the Power Matte formula and I loved that. But these look really nice, and it's nice to see a brand coming out with satin lipsticks when kind of all the other brands are coming out with, you know, the tinted glosses and lip oils and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to see a proper lipstick being released. The shades look really nice. I really love the look of that red, unauthorized. And the names, of course, are very NARS, you know, Exposed, Indecent, Body Heat, Rendezvous, Excess, On Top, Bewitched, Liaison, Dirty Talk, Adulterous, Blame, Envy. Like, the names are not great. Yeah, I am curious about these. I don't think I'm going to be buying any because they are $40 and I have so many lipsticks, but it sounds like a really nice formula. Medium to full coverage, infused with smoothing rose hip seed oil and hyaluronic acid. Creamy, smudge resistant, and yeah, I think the shades look lovely. Yeah, there's kind of like a nice neutral, kind of a beigey, rosy beige shade. The brown, one of the browns is kind of a more neutral brown that looks really nice. There's a nice deep berry shade, and then that classic pink looks gorgeous, and the packaging looks really nice as well. So I'm curious to see what people think about that. I actually just recently got sent a Pure package from NARS, and I've never received anything from them before. It's not a brand that I have delved into very much. I've tried a couple of their lip products, and then I had one of their blushes years ago. I think that's all I've really tried from NARS. So I just recently got sent one of their foundations and concealer and powder, and I have been really enjoying them so far. So I am curious to see what people think of these lip products, because they look like something I would enjoy. These Pat McGrath quads, I think these are already out. Yeah, July 25th. These are the Sublime Blooms floral inspired eyeshadow quads. They look nice. I can't wear Pat McGrath eyeshadows because they contain carmine, they're not vegan, and I have had really bad luck with Pat McGrath eyeshadows irritating my eyes, so I can't wear these anyway. I do think they look nice. I mean, I'm not going to be buying them anyway. They're cute. I just don't know. Pat McGrath is such a weird brand to me. I just feel like that whole thing with the Margiela show makeup with the mask and everything, and how that kind of just like blew up and was like this huge thing where it's like, oh my god, like the innovation, so cool to see a makeup artist do such an amazing makeup look and really inspire so many people. But at the same time, that's not something that somebody is going to wear on a daily basis. I feel like it just like blew up and then there's been nothing about it since. And I just think that all of the launches are just a bit meh, and the products are expensive and just nothing blows me away. I've always had some kind of issue with any of the products that I've got. I think her Dark Star mascara is amazing. The eyeshadows irritated my eyes, so I couldn't wear them. The lipsticks, the packaging broke, and then some of them had a weird coating on them when I got them. I've just always seemed to have issues with the brand. I really like the concealer and the under eye powder. I think they're amazing. But I suppose for the price, I just would never be inclined to want to buy anything. I do think that her shades are amazing. Like some of her lip shades are so gorgeous. But again, it's just not a brand that I get excited about. And I think that seems to be a disconnect between who Pat McGrath is as an artist and the brand, and I don't really understand it. So I know people are like crazy about the brand and like buy everything and, you know, love the Mothership palettes and everything. I've never tried that formula. I've only ever tried the Christmas limited edition ones, and I would like to try one of the Mothership palettes, but again, I can't because I'm allergic to carmine, so I can't. There's no point to me spending like over €100 on a palette that I can't use like half the shades. Yeah, it's just not something that interests me. Okay, this is this is another one that's kind of a bit of a throwback. It's the Too Faced Appley in Love palette. Like, what is the story with Too Faced? They're such a strange brand. I actually don't think I've ever bought anything from Too Faced. I did have a palette that I won in a competition, the chocolate bar palette, and I really loved it. But I don't think I've ever bought anything from Too Faced myself. I don't think it's available here like in store anymore. It used to be in Debenhams, like back in the day when Debenhams was, you know, still there. It just seems not very innovative to me. It has like one green and then some kind of warm shades. It just is not really speaking to me in any way. I'm sure it's nice. I think their formulas were always lovely, but I just have no interest. I don't know anyone who really uses Too Faced anymore. Somebody had a field day in the Too Faced office and they were like, we're going to bring out an apple palette and everyone is going to love it, and the names are going to be like Slice Baby and Orchard Stroll and Crunch Time, Apple of My Eye. Like, what is this now? I don't understand this. I'm sure it's lovely, but Too Faced are kind of a bit not it for me. Not a fan. So yeah, that's a funny one. I just like puns. I like a pun. I do like a pun. I don't get the apple thing. Like, you throw in one minty green eyeshadow and it's supposed to give you apples. Like, what? What is this? Ilia Bronze and Glow Sunshift Cream Bronzer. That's so weird. They look like powders. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades. No, there's 4 shades. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, there's 4 bronzers and then 3 highlighters. Yeah, no, I've never tried Ilia. I don't plan on trying Ilia. I know that some people really like their products, but just not really not something that I'm going to spend my money on. Okay, so Benefit have, I think they have reformulated, well, it's new packaging anyway, but I think they've also reformulated the Professional primer, and then there's a powder and a setting spray, I think. Benefit, I just don't know about Benefit. I've always found that there again has been a disconnect between the packaging of Benefit and the prices. And I mean, I used to love Benefit like years ago. I used to have like some of their lipsticks. I used to have Benetint and High Beam. I used to have some of their eyeshadows. One of their matte brown eyeshadows I used to use to fill in my eyebrows like all the time. I literally used it until there was like nothing left. The mascaras and brow products, I know some people love them. I never really liked the mascaras too much. I've never tried the brow products. I know my sister had the brow gel and she really liked that. It's never appealed to me, I guess. The packaging is kind of meant to be this kind of kitsch, but now it looks very cheap for what it is. I'm sure it's nice, and I know that people really like that Professional, and I'm curious as to how they've changed the formula. I guess if you have oily skin, you might really like these, but it's just not a brand that is of interest to me at all. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but I'm not going to be looking for reviews of these. I'm not going to be looking to see who's trying them. It's just not of interest to me at all. What else have we got? Prada setting powder, $90. A weightless reset rebalancing powder that delivers instant mattified soft focus effect on skin while controlling shine all day. A referred blurring extending primer for $50. It has AHA, BHA, LHA acid complex. That's so weird. Like an exfoliating primer. That is bizarre. I really like the Prada products I've tried. Their eyeshadow formulas are incredible. The lipsticks are beautiful. What else have I tried? Is that all they have? Lipstick, eyeshadow. Do they have something else? I can't remember. $90 for a setting powder. It's green. And a primer that has acids in it is something I don't think I've ever seen before. Yeah, that powder, green. Their foundation. Oh my god, my brain. The foundation is gorgeous. It's like a soft matte, so I don't always set it because I find that it's quite long wearing on its own, so I can't really understand why they have created a mattifying soft focus powder when their foundation is already that formula. I don't know. Anyway, look, I'm not going to be buying this. $90 for a setting powder. I have so many setting powders. I don't need another one. I will be curious to see if people like this, but it's just, again, not really for me. I do love that Prada green though. I think it's really nice colour. Real Techniques, a sponge that has like a fingerprint thing on it. Makeup Saver blending sponge, created with fingerprint technology to mimic makeup application done using your fingers. Reduces product absorption and provides a natural skin-like finish. It's like a sponge that has a side that looks like it has like fingerprints on it. That is so strange. So is it like a silicone thing? And then, so why is one side a sponge? I'm very curious to know what that's like because I just have never really seen anything like that. It's so strange looking. I might do a couple more and then I'm gonna wrap this up because I am sweating and I want to go and eat something before my daughter comes home. This is another brand that I don't really, I mean, I like the packaging in one way, and in another way I think it's really not very pleasant to look at. The palettes with the 2 circles and the 2 squares hurts my eyes a bit aesthetically. It's just not really something that looks nice to me. And the lipsticks with the colours at the bottom, yeah, I just don't think, I mean, I get what they're doing and I like that it's different, but it doesn't really appeal to me aesthetically as a brand. And I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, I would not be buying these. Is that a nail polish? Nail Rouge Napa. What is that? Lip case. Eyeshadow palette. Yeah, nail enamel. A greyish khaki. Yeah, that doesn't really look like a great colour. Yeah, I don't like the look of the nail polishes. I don't really like the shades in the palette and the lipsticks. Two of those shades are nice, but that other one is very like yellowy, like frost colour. Not a fan of that packaging, I have to say. You know? Very quickly, the Rare Beauty finishing powder. Another thing that I have seen, there seems to be a good shade range, but I just don't understand this. A weightless tinted powder that instantly blurs smooth, reduces shine and sets makeup with a natural finish. So it's a pressed finishing powder. So is that not a setting powder? But it seems to be quite like pigmented. Like it has a tint to it. So I assume it's to give a bit of coverage and to also set and blur. But it's just not, this is not a product that I would buy. It's not for me. Maybe if you're oily, it's not for me. Sorry, Selena. I'm sure she's devastated that I don't want her powder. No, it's just not a product that is for me. I don't wear a lot of powder. I mean, I wear some powder, but not a lot of powder, and I just don't really have an interest in it. What is that? It's like a marbled kind of multi-use. Oh, that is Etienne Ortega, who is the makeup artist that does Lana Del Rey's makeup. I really want to try this brand. These are like a balmy highlighter. They look very glittery, but I do really like the look of his other products, and I would like to try this brand, but I probably won't. But I'd like to. They look very sparkly. I don't really think so. Those Naturium summer tinted balms, I believe they are not going to be coming to Europe, which is really annoying because I really love that formula and I would have liked one of these, like one of the paler shades, like the watermelon maybe. Sweet Coral. Yeah, they look really nice, the shades, but I believe they're not coming to Europe, so that's kind of disappointing. Maybe they'll get them on Space NK later in the year, but I don't know. I just feel like if brands leave too much of a gap between a product launching in the US and launching in Europe, it just kind of you lose interest. And I mean, that's probably for the best because it saves me money, but I don't understand that. I'm like, why not just have it available for everyone at the same time so that it will sell more? Because I think that would put people off buying it if they've already seen reviews or if they've already the excitement has died down, which is a good thing. You know, you should be like thinking, this Anastasia shimmer body oil, what is this? Anastasia, ABH, I'm going to say, because I can't say Anastasia. ABH is such an odd brand right now. Really lightweight body oil that gives a sun-kissed glow. It doesn't give a sun-kissed glow. There's glitter. Like there's literally glitter in these. There's a silver, a gold, and a pink. No, I don't understand that. Chanel quads, no. Kylie Cosmetics tint, no. By Terry something, another Fleur perfume. I feel like Fleur release a perfume every month. I have yet to try Fleur, but I would like to because I've heard their scents are nice. I do want to pop into Space NK and try their scents, but again, it's called Caramel Skin. I don't really like caramel scents, so that's not really for me. I just want to end with the Fenty liners and gloss bomb sticks because I really wanted to try these. But again, I just feel like I have so many liners now and I have so many similar products to the gloss bomb sticks. Like a lot of my Korean products I think are quite similar. I actually had these in my cart and I was going to buy them and then I was like, no, you do not need more. So I showed some restraint and I didn't get them. They look lovely and I think that the shades are nice, but I do have the Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy because that's my favourite one. I actually repurchased it because I like it so much. But yeah, I'm just not going to be buying these because I don't need them. I have plenty of liners that I like and plenty of glossy lip products that I like, so I'm not going to buy these, but they look really nice. So that is everything that has interested me on Trend Mood. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff if you are so inclined and you have the time. I would appreciate it very much, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. and I would love to know what you think of these products. Are there any that you've tried? Are there any that you want to try? Any brands that you think I would like? I would love to know. And I will hopefully see you with another video next week.